This is the iPhone 16 Pro, and these are 6 cases with the camera control button in them. What I've been noticing from case manufacturers is that they're either sticking with their cutouts or they're moving towards a case that has the camera control button. I'm always hopeful for a move towards a camera control button, and honestly, I feel like all the brands that do that have a competitive advantage. But anyway, let's take a look at the cases. If you came here for my first compilation video like this, good to see you back. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then I'll link it at the end of this video. This first case is from a company called Encased. They make a variety of cases, but the only one with a camera control button is this one. On their site, they call it waterproof MagSafe case. So no marketing fluff, just saying it how it is. So your phone goes in the case face forward, and then you go along the edges here, pressing the case down to get a waterproof seal. It's a little tricky to get in there, but at least you know that your phone is secure. So here's a look at this case on the phone. This is a case that's for a very specific type of person who wants a fully sealed phone. Maybe this is a tradesperson or someone who just works around water a lot. Taking a look at the back, the case is MagSafe compatible, but these aren't the strongest magnets. They do work though, so I'll give them that. Hopefully you can see this, but due to the nature of these types of cases, the back of the case doesn't actually sit super flush against the phone. So that's probably why the MagSafe isn't super strong, but again, it works. On the left side, the case is patterned to help with grip, and the buttons here are all pretty clicky actually. On the right side is the power button, which is clicky as well, and then the camera control button, which has kind of a unique look. Testing it out though, it does work totally fine, which is good to see. Now because this is a waterproof case, the front screen is a plastic film, but I've seen no issues with it working properly. Looking at the bottom, you can see that this is fully sealed. If you want to make a phone call, you need to move this little orange gasket over so that your mic can actually hear you. Something to know about a case like this is that the speakers are fully sealed. You will be able to hear sound, but it will be muffled. This case does come with a lanyard that you can attach in the bottom corner here. You want to know what this case has that every other case doesn't have? A belt holster. So if you've never seen one of these before, you can clip this to your belts and then place the phone in face down. The back is adjustable. And what's actually kind of neat about this clip is that it can turn into a stand. And you'll notice that the case here has a bit of a slope. So following that angle, you could put the phone in kind of like so, and then be able to prop it up for watching media. That's definitely an upgrade to the belt holsters that I've definitely never used. So that's the waterproof MagSafe case with belt clip holster from Encased. This next part of the video has kind of a theme of, here's a case with camera control, but I don't recommend it, but here's one that I do recommend that's similar. So with that said, this is the Shield 2.0 from Raptic, and it's a case with camera control, but it's a hard one to recommend, and I'll show you why. The design of the case is pretty unique. Some will like it, some won't. It's not for me, but I'm really just here to show you all the different options you have for cases with camera control. Maybe I'm just being really picky, but when I look at the inside of the MagSafe here, it's not lined up with the pattern that's on the outside of the back of the case. On the inside of the case, you'll see the capacitive sensors for the camera control button. It is covered with a rubber seal to help prevent scratching on the actual camera control button itself. And also looking over here, you'll notice something that kind of bothers me, and that's that the case seems warped around this button area. Here's what the Shield 2.0 from Raptic looks like on the iPhone 16 Pro. Here are the buttons on the left side. They click well, so that's good. And on the right side is your power button and then your camera control button. Now, the camera control button does work all right, but there's a rubber seal that goes around the button here, and I really find that when you're trying to slide your finger across the button, it sticks on that button. Here's another look at that part of the case that I was talking about that looks warped. Looking at it from the front, it doesn't fit very good and it's kind of loose. On a positive note, you do get protection for your cameras and you do get some lip protection for your screen, but not a lot. I do have a screen protector installed here, so that is taking away from some protection the case would give otherwise. And before I forget, here's a look at the bottom. No issues that I see there. Alright, I feel like we've talked about this case enough, especially for one that I can't actually recommend, which is definitely influenced by the fact that I feel like this is a poor man's version of this next case, which is the Spigen Tough Armour. Like, these aren't identical, but there's definitely some influence happening here. So I did cover the Spigen Tough Armour in a different video, but we'll go over the features here and I'll show you what it looks like on the phone because I want this to be a compilation of a bunch of different options you can find. On the inside of this case are a bunch of patented foam pieces that help protect your phone from drops. The Tough Armour is a two-piece case. Everything that touches your phone is a softer rubber, and the outside is a harder plastic material. Inside the case, you can see the camera control button is covered with a soft layer of material. so it's definitely not going to scratch your camera control button. Now here's what the tough armor looks like on the actual iPhone 16 Pro. On the left side of the case are your volume down, volume up, and your action button. And I do like that the action button has a different texture, so you can tell what you're pressing without actually taking a look at the phone. On the right side is the power button, and then just below it is the camera control button. The camera control button on the Spigen case works great. I would say that Spigen makes some of the best third-party cases with a camera control button. The tough armor does offer good camera protection. Looking at the front, you can see that there is a little bit of lip for your screen, which would be more if I didn't have a screen protector installed. Looking at the bottom of the case, all the cutouts are accurate, and there's lots of space here for different sizes of charging cables. On the back, you might have seen this, but there is a kickstand here for media viewing, which just tucks and snaps away when you're not using it. Next up are two cases from F&T Case. I can't recommend these at all, but I'll show them to you real quick. So I have the two cases that F&T makes that have a camera control button on them. There's a clear case and this black frosted looking case. We'll just get straight to why I can't recommend these. To start with, inside the case, the camera control button has no protective film on it, so it's just these capacitive sensors touching your actual camera control button. Testing out the camera control button, I have a very mixed experience with it. Sometimes it detects input, sometimes it doesn't. And I also find that sometimes the half press is not even detected. So yeah, don't get this case. But if you like the look of this, I have something similar that does work properly. And that's these Bear Armour cases by the company Bear. Each of these cases has anodized aluminum buttons and color matching camera control buttons. On the phone, these cases fit really well and feel slim. All the buttons, like I said, are aluminum and really clicky, and the camera control button on the side here has no problem detecting all the different inputs that I give it. It has decent lip protection for your screen, again with a screen protector installed here, and on the back has good protection for your camera. And what I like about this camera ring is that it's a harder rubber material, so dropping your phone on the back here is not going to damage the camera ring. Taking a quick look at the bottom, all the cutouts are really good and accurate, and there's lots of space here for different charging cables. The MagSafe strength on these cases is not the strongest I've ever felt. I would say it's similar to the Apple cases. The Bear Armour comes in 3 different colors: black, desert titanium, which is meant to match the desert titanium phone, and a natural titanium color, which is meant to match the phone that I have here. But my personal favorite is the black. Alright, so that's all the newest cases I found that have a camera control button. There is a big updated case coming to me, and I'll have that video out really soon. And trust me, it's one you don't want to miss, so subscribe. If you'd like to pick up any of these cases that I recommend, I'll leave links in the description. Thank you for watching and spending your time with me. I'll see you again.